Hello. Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween. Hopefully everybody's having a cool, chill, spooky week. Today we're going to be doing witches, but before that, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. In case you didn't know, our growing community is filled with tons of art nerds, and we art nerds have to stick together. If you're an art nerd too, be sure to check out the links in our social media in the description below, and check out our website for class offerings where you can get critique, guidance, and encouragement from our instructors, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an art school too. If you'd like to support us so we can keep making free content, consider supporting us by becoming a YouTube member for exclusive channel perks like emotes, sub badges, or supporting us on Patreon for as little as $2 a month, where you can get access to tons of perks like our working files, critique sessions, class recordings, and a huge discount on our classes that have a limited amount of spots. So be sure to check this out before they're gone. Okay. So. Need to do some lung exercises here. But yeah, okay, like I said, we're doing witches. Today's gonna be a pretty chill stream, I think. It's not gonna be a lot of like lecture-y stuff or a lot of notes. I'm thinking probably just drawing a lot of like, cute little witch character designs, maybe taking suggestions, stuff like that. Just to get into the spooky mood. Halloween's like just around the corner. Like tomorrow? Today? Tomorrow? So I think this is perfect. Hehe. The drawing looks cute. Thank you. Hopefully we can make like a variety of like witch designs. I'm gonna go with like, I admit I haven't really done that much like a lot of research or anything like that for like, what is the epitome of witch design. And I feel like the witch aesthetic has changed a lot since recently, in like the latest years and stuff, so I'm sure like we'll just have a lot of material to go through once we start like warming up a little. So I guess you guys will get to see how I draw naturally, sort of. I say naturally, but it is quite early in the morning, so I haven't had a chance to draw yet. But I hope everyone's having a good time so far, getting it ready for the week. Are you guys like eager to celebrate Halloween? I love Halloween, but I don't celebrate it as like often as I would like, I think. Temmie Chang Undertale? That's flattering. I love Halloween too. It's my favorite. One of my neighbors has like erected a huge like giant skeleton, like the kinds you see in like memes and stuff, on like their porch. I love it. They also like put like red lights through like the ribcage and stuff, so it looks pretty cool when you drive by. Oh. Yeah, I love trick-or-treating. I think every year like less and less people do it, which makes me really sad. Yeah, what's everyone dressing up for Halloween? I do feel like it might be a bit difficult to think of spooky things so early in the morning. It's actually quite nice out right now, so not quite as dark and gloomy. That might suit the stream. Oh, I've also watched recently Wendell and Wild. Wild and Wendell came out yesterday. Or no, came out 2 days ago on Friday. It was a really good movie. So if you guys are looking for like Halloween stuff to look at, to watch, that's not like too spooky or scary, I think that's a good choice. What kind of familiars should you have? Maybe... I think bats are really like sweet animals. Maybe she's holding some, I don't know, some ancient tome or whatever. I feel like this first witch is probably going to be like some sort of Pinterest witchcore, whatever that style is called. Pumpkin contests. That's fun. Do you guys carve a lot of jack-o'-lanterns? I actually don't see that many jack-o'-lanterns out around here. Although I think my partner is carving one, like, and putting them out on her porch. I think I have only ever carved one, like, maybe 2 jack-o'-lanterns in my entire life. My household is pretty, like, superstitious, so they're actually not very fond of Halloween things. Oh, the tiny pumpkins are really cute too. A witch teacher. That's actually a good idea too. Hehe. Probably the hair. Maybe I gotta make it a little more like chic. I think I'll probably try and like, you know, draw a bunch and then maybe like color them all at once. So like doing all these, like all the sketches and then all the lines and then all the coloring in that sort of way. And then maybe, you know, those huge belts for the witch hat. Pinterest witch. Let's see. Excuse me. I feel like drawing complicated stuff, like a lot of like drawings with a lot of overlaps in them, is always a little bit hard, so I usually have to break it down a lot. What are your guys' like favorite like Halloween monsters? Do we have monster fans, monster enthusiasts in the crowd? I am partial to like witches, so this is like a perfect sort of topic for me to draw, because I don't get to draw them as often as I'd like. Vampires! Oh, how could I forget vampires? So true. Well, I do like yokai as well. They have a lot really like appealing designs, I think. Okay. Something like so. I'll fill in a little bit just to remind myself like the kind of vibe that I wanted to go for. You know, the white streak of hair I think is always cute. Maybe the hat. For some reason I really want, you know, that sort of Beetlejuice stripe sort of thing. Maybe her little back band. I love the little bat as well. I think bats are so cute. Do you want to add a little bit of a gap right here? Alright. There's one witch down. Let's aim for 3, huh? I think that's a pretty good number to go for. Maybe like a really cute, a really like pretty hot girl witch now. And then I'll make like a more like spooky traditional witch for like our last. Welcome everybody who has just entered. I'm drawing witches today. I suppose like personally, I think like the staple witch design is probably like the witch hat. I think like personally it's just like my favorite thing. So any design that incorporates a cute customizable witch hat is something I very much enjoy. What can we... There's like a lot of like cute ways we can fool around with this witch hat as well, I think. I think maybe like the stiffer the brim, the more like fashiony it looks, because then it looks like it's made of better material. For like this witch, actually, maybe I should make her like her witch hat a little bit more like budget or droopy. I think maybe like a cute little braid. And then perhaps something like, you know, lunar themed, witches in the moon and stuff like that. Ooh, spider. Spiders are freaky to me, but you know, important like creatures of the ecosystem and all that. Oof. Flipping the canvas is important, even though it makes me want to crawl into a hole every single time. I should be flipping a lot more, I think. Do as I say, not as I do, kids. Fellas. People. Although I think drawings are always bound to look a little bit funky when you're starting off, no matter what. And then sometimes, of course, it's just very, you know, those days where you're just flipping and it doesn't look any better. It's like, you know, I think we all have like a natural bias toward like one side. and then you draw, like, you favor, like, it looks a little bit lopsided in one side, then you flip, so you correct it, and then it looks lopsided the other side, and it's like, well, I tried. Maybe her hair is just like braided together in the front. That seems like a little bit odd. Something a witchy individual might do. Maybe this witch has like stuff on her hat, like a veils. Like maybe little like wraps and drapes and things. If we have more time at the end, I can just draw more witches. One of my favorite manga is called Witch Hat Atelier. I think you can tell why, considering how I love witch hats. And I feel like if you guys haven't heard of it, although I think most have, it's actually very good for like drawing motivation as well, because it basically treats witchcraft as a type of like art, because they draw their spells out. So I think it's a really sweet love letter from the author to everyone who is an artist, and like, you know, reminding us that we should be in love with our craft and work hard and stuff. And it's also, of course, very cute with like the world building and the sorcery and all that stuff, so what's not to like? Maybe something like this. Maybe the shade, maybe her hair should be loose. I think it's fine on the front. Maybe she has a lot of like beads and stuff around her though. Not sure how I want her dress to be. I know it's like some sort of like flowy type of dress. Maybe it's something a little bit more graceful. I have a witch that specializes in plant magic. Me too. I think it's a very like it's a very interesting type of association, especially with all their like herbs. Look forward to see it when you get around to it. Do you guys have a lot of like witch OCs? Bye, Toby. Gonna maybe extend this a little bit. Arms, of course, and hands continue to be the bane of my existence. Oh. An OC named Mint and her palisman Berry. That's adorable. What was the name of the witch thing you said where they draw spells? Witch Hat Atelier. It's like a manga. It's very, very cute. I think everyone should read it and adore it. I think it's getting an anime soon, which I hope so dearly that they do. Yeah, oh, the inking, how could I forget? The inking, like, of the art of Witch Hat Atelier is, like, incredible. I think it's still done mostly traditionally, so if there's any, like, of you traditional artists out there who are, like, really into inks, that would be an excellent, like, art piece to, an excellent manga to, like, take a look at. It's been like, I'm actually really excited about this stream because I haven't had the chance to like draw for myself in a while. And it's really nice to just doodle like whatever comes to mind without like being stressed about whether like does it look good or like is it like will your client like it and things like that. What program do you guys use if you do digital? I think at the moment I'm using Clip Studio, Paint, and I do use Procreate. I think most people use Procreate nowadays. I'd actually also recommend Krita. I feel like that's a very like strong program and free. If you guys are ever interested in looking at different programs on the PC. Yeah, Procreate is like, I feel like has just revolutionized like mobility for artists. Really good for like young people, I think. Not like I'm old or anything, but you guys move around a lot, and I think that is honestly to your benefit. I think when I bought Procreate, it was like $13. I don't know if they've changed it or anything. Maybe other people who have bought it recently can weigh in. $10 USD, that makes sense. I am based in Canada, so of course it's more expensive here. I'll say it now, I'm gonna make this spider like not look like a real spider because I think it'll spook me out too much. Oops. Thanks. Alright, so we have another sketch done. Something a little bit more pretty, I guess. Gonna make another layer underneath just to start filling in some stuff again. Oops. Adding some droopiness. I think for this girl's hat. Probably something like that. Something wrapped up. Sci-fi witches. That's pretty cool too. Thanks. I think spiders are just, they are good. I know they are good for the environment. I know they're very helpful creatures, but they scare me. Oops. Different color perhaps. Different grain. Yeah, she might be a teacher. Maybe filling this out. Right. Got 2 sketches. We're making pretty good time. Oh, hopefully I have enough room. Maybe down here. Alright, I guess I should do like something a little bit spooky. Just to to make it a true Halloween sort of stream. Are you guys interested in character designing? What do most of you guys like to draw the most? Like, are you guys mostly animators, character designers, background artists? This hat extra droopy. Maybe it has a face or something. Maybe broom or feather duster. Can you give a brief tutorial on how to draw witch hats from different angles? Yeah. Sure. So, I think it's like gonna be... I think what trips people up... I guess here's the brief, like, interlude, I guess. I guess something that trips people up about people's hats is that, you know, we have like a pretty fun looking head here. But what people, I think, are like more inclined to do is that they'll draw like maybe the hat like, you know, this isn't a witch hat, but like they'll draw the hat up here, which is not quite correct since, as we know, we wear hats. We are humans who wear hats. I am definitely a human who wears hats. Definitely. I think what we should really like, you know, there's like a space here, right? So that's kind of where our head goes because the point of a hat is to shield our eyes. So like the hat should really be like, you know, something like that. And that's like kind of, I think, similar basis of how to draw a witch hat, like space. Our head goes there. So that's like the really, I guess like the prelude to it. Regarding like different angles, hats in different angles. It is sadly just a matter of perspective. So just consider if you're looking at your characters, for example. Usually I think why it might be tricky is because like if we wanted to be 100% accurate, then if our character was just looking like straight ahead, then the witch brim would literally be like just like that. Which might be a little awkward looking. It can look really cool for like certain certain compositions and stuff. But once like I think because what people also don't usually draw is like the form of the witch hat. So like the witch edge, the brim of the hat, it's not just like a straight line, right? It has like an actual edge to it. So and I think we've noticed that if we look at witch hats, like at least in art, at least, because I think Halloween like costume witch hats tend to be really thin. Witch hats tend to be very thick. So, and they do have like a sort of form. So instead of like something like this, it's more like they have like a sort of like droop to them. Like they have like this connection. And like, what does this have to do with like angles? Well, because this will affect how it looks when you're like drawing in different angles. So when you want to like draw your witch hats in like looking in different ways, you just have to consider, is this character like sort of seen from like more of a low angle or a high angle? Because if it's a high angle, naturally, then you'll see the bottom of like the hat. Like so. And if you see the bottom, you'll just see like the brim. Depending on like, you know, how wide it is, you won't even really see the top of the hat. You can put, if the top of the hat is really tall, like I guess in a witch hat, then you probably would see it. But I think if it was, say, like maybe a sun hat, then you would actually, like, it would just be here, and you wouldn't see any of like the top of the hat at all. So, you know, this is looking at like low angle. And in like a similar manner, if it's the top angle, then you would see the top of the hat. Maybe, you know, the top. And then sometimes you won't even really see the person, right? I think that's also why people will like, you know, for character design in particular, in order to account for this sort of thing, people will have like maybe they'll customize the hat a little bit more. Let's see. So maybe, let's see. High angle. Obscures face. So remember when I was talking about how like some hats droop and stuff? So for like the shading and stuff, sorry, not the shading. Sorry, I was reading the chat. For like the design, you can like kind of get around like the whole witch hat covering your face thing if you just make the witch hat a certain shape. For example, if you like, instead of like something like this, you can change it to something like with a point like that, you know, like a tricorn hat. And then if you do that, then it's a little bit more like then it's a little bit more like easy for you to like see the face, even if like, you know, in this angle you probably won't see that much of it anyways. But I think it's still a bit cool because then you can see like a little bit maybe. Like so, you know? Design changes. Create different moods. help show face. Hopefully this makes sense in some way. Just think of it as like the hat as like a, you know, like a plate or a cylinder. Like so. Think in perspective. So basically, if high angle, we'll see top. If low angle, we'll see bottom. Of objects, anyway. Maybe some red. And yeah, so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. And of course, remember what I said about like the hat not being like a flat brim? You can also add more perspective. For example, for this guy, like this looks fine as it is, I think. Like this sort of like hat. But you can add a little bit more if, say, like, for example, you decide to fold the edges up. Like so. And on the other side as well. Does that make sense, sort of? Like it adds a little bit of like extra stuff to it. So adding thickness. Like so. To the brim. More character. Oh yeah. Oops. Okay. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. All right. I think for this, I'll just add like a bunch of feathers probably. Very traditional, like swamp witch. Like maybe very raggedy sleeves. Wild unkempt hair, things like that. It looks kind of like a mess at the moment, but we'll get to it. Not sure what kind of familiar this which one should have. Maybe a frog. I actually think frogs are kind of like creepy looking. Even like, though I know it's not their fault. They just have really bulbous eyes. Or I guess this would be a toad, I guess. This switch, I guess something. Yeah, they're like frogs are just like giant mouths on like legs. I think they're really cool animals, but they do just visually freak me out a little bit. So as much as I enjoy swamp aesthetic, I think I would not survive very long in one. And here's the broom. Should be fine, just to remind what kind of witch shape I would like. Okay. Hopefully we can also color and finish all of these within our allotted time. This one a bit smaller. Clip also has like this liquefy tool that I kind of like to use sometimes. Just to nudge things along. Thank you. Is this a new avatar? So, there's like 3 people who do these streams, and each of them have a different avatar, so that's just how we denote like who's streaming. I am a little bit worried I won't be able to fit all of these into my page, so we have this awkward triangle here. These are nuts. Okay, now for some drums. Maybe something textured might be nice. Might be fun. Ooh. This brush feels a bit weird. This is where I just try a bunch of bajillion brushes that I've had to see what I like. This is interesting. Maybe a bit too much. surprisingly do not have a lot of texture brushes. I guess it depends on like what kind of like style I want. If like sketchy is something that would be okay. Yeah, these are really fine. I guess good old crayon brush. Although I have a feeling this sort of brush is going to make it difficult to color later. I'll just try like with a bunch of different brushes to see what kind of effects I can make. That's another thing I really love about these streams, is that I feel like they let me experiment a lot, which I don't usually get to do. I'm gonna see like how fast I can go. I feel like actually like really I'm really slow with inking because I try to be a bit more precise with it, but since we are running a little bit on a time limit, I'm gonna have to see what I can do. That's the fun part too, just seeing like what sort of things I can get up to make things pass a little bit more efficiently. For example, maybe this. Hands are always, I think, some of the funner parts. Yeah, inking can be any texture or shape. Just depends on what you like. And not every like single part of your image has to be like amazing, perfect, never seen before sort of thing. Especially if you have like a time limit. I think most of us, if we had like the choice, we would just be refining whatever we got, whatever we had forever. So maybe time constraints are a good thing sometimes. Never had a time limit except for today. What's your time limit for today? Yes, homework. Homework is a pretty big time constraint, yeah. Use her little wand. Oops. Ooh. Moving on to her necklace, her clothes. Tests. Tests used to give me so much anxiety. I haven't had to take one in a while, although I will in the future. But I have to say, every minute I'm not taking tests has so far been excellent, so I will not be looking forward to future tests. I feel like I always have to concentrate when I'm drawing hands because it's really easy to make them look terrible. Or like ginormous. Okay, I think. Also, what is the name of the previous music track? I can't check right now. It is Afterglow. I will link the music collection that I'm actually using for this stream in the actual description below. One thing I think is really difficult about drawing witches is that there's not actually a lot of like reference images for witch hats. At least not the kinds that I like drawing, like the super thick, well-made witch hats, because I guess not many people really need really well-made witch hats. So drawing like really thick floppy hats, I will say, is pretty difficult if you have no idea what to go off on. This chat is so welcoming and nice. Yeah. I think so too. I was really worried when I first started streaming that, I don't know, people would be mean. I don't know. But I'm really glad it's been like the exact opposite so far. It's been really good, like getting to meet you guys and stuff. So, you know, thanks for coming and thanks for making the streams all the more better, for showing up. Yeah. I think we have a really good live stream chat. Our community is pretty nice. One of the best ones even, I would say. We have our glasses. Exactly. We're all art nerds and we art nerds gotta stick together. Okay, here is number one. Ugh. Are cutting it a little bit close, but we'll power through. Yes, my perfectly like smoother, untextured line art pen. Ugh. We gave it our old college try. I think I still prefer the smoother pens. Although, maybe I just need to make my own textured pen to make it like work a little bit better for me. I am looking forward to this witch in particular. I think she's really cute. When does the next online course start? Depends. Which one are you thinking of? We have a bunch. And then here we go with our break. Wish I could clean it up a little bit more, but alas. I feel like Sunday crowd always tends to be a little like calmer, chiller. Probably because you guys have had like some time to relax on Saturday. And it's because it's early, for me at least. So I'm a bit more, not as energetic as I am later in the day. You'll link your website in the description. I think so. If we don't, I'll just link it this time. I need a little advice on drawing something. Sure. What do you need? The hair on this witch reminds me of Blue Diamond from Steven Universe. Yeah. Good catch. She's a very witchy character too, I think. She'd be right at home with the witch hat. I do love drawing these flowy bits. Very fun. Good night, Mirkwood. Bye-bye. Have a good sleep. Hopefully, speed up a little. One interesting way to add a little bit of depth is just having really hard shadows, I feel like. I think it'd be pretty fun. Somehow I feel like drawing these flowy types of lines can be difficult because I feel like it's really easy to like, you do have to like loosen up a little bit, but then it's really easy to like for your line to kind of go off into the wrong direction. Okay, so so this spider this is the best I can do for it, sadly. Spider drawing tutorial I cannot make. Adding this super dark sort of shadow is pretty cool. This as well. Do you have any advice on shading with 2 light sources? Yeah. Basically, I'm working on an illustration with that lighting and I have no idea where to place the shadows. I think it might help to just put like a little like light bulb or like any mark that might indicate where one light is shining. And then just be like, and instead of working on like 2 light sources at once, just start with like 1 at a time. It can be overwhelming to figure out like just to plan everything at once, so just take it slow. And I do think making a plan for your light source would actually be really helpful. And what I mean by like making a plan is to do like some sort of value study for it or a scale, so you kind of know. That might actually be that might be too complicated. 2 light sources. Basically, pick 1 light first. Hopefully if I have time I can demonstrate it, but we'll see. We do have lighting tutorials, I think, that Daria can link to if we have any. We are nearing the end of the stream a little bit, so sadly I think the advice I give can be a little bit limited at the moment. Just consider, like, I guess where the light is gonna be hitting. So whatever is like, if something's in front of another object, then there will be less light or no light. Don't know know if you're familiar with like rim lighting. I think that's also a very like fun and common way people like to add oomph to their work. You can always, I do think it does take a little bit of practice. As usual, use reference. Whoops. Yeah. There's some general stuff to keep in mind, I guess. These characters look good. Thank you. Are you gonna color them? I'm gonna try. I'm cutting it a bit close, but we'll see whether like I can do it. I think adding these shadows is always very fun. I think you can also add, if I add a little bit of like darkness in the back as well, I think it might help. Looks a bit more heavy. Right, so here we go. So I do kind of want to show you something fun with like Clip Studio in particular. So this is my like line art layer. So there's this little thing here that says set as reference. So I will set this layer as reference. And then with my like little tool here, I can pretty much, ideally, hopefully I can do it. Use my tool and then it will just fill in the thing for me. So I don't have to worry about it too much. And then I'll use my other tool to just kind of, my lasso tool to carve out some of the remaining bits. Add some stuff in if some stuff is left out. And like so, let's see. Hopefully I can also color these properly, even if it's just like flats. I actually think maybe instead of purple, it might be more fun to make this like a more green type of dark. That's fine. I could just switch it over. Or teal. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if I can do it. I don't know. Might not be able to. I feel like this girl had really light pink hair. We'll see. Hers, I think I did want it to be more purple. If I can get most of these flattened out, I might go just a tan over stream time. So hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. Might not be perfect at the moment, but meh. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. This one might be a tad easier since I know she has stripes. We'll see how it plays out. Ugh, spider legs. That will need a lot of some editing. We stream every Friday and Wednesday and Sunday. So come join us whenever we're hanging out. It'll be fun. Hopefully. Ugh. I do kind of want this girl to have purple hair as well for some reason. And we'll just have to play by ear. Sad I won't get to shade it or anything, but meh. I think this
Can better be better?
Cute enough.
Can Walmart.ca offer express pickup or delivery in 2 hours or less? You better believe it. Shop your way with the same low prices as in-store. Available in select locations. Fees apply. See walmart.ca/grocery for details and exclusions.
Maybe green would be not as good. Just use purpley. Keep it a little bit spookier. Sorry, did you guys also hear the ad? That's what you get doing everything on budget, I guess. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. I'll see what I can get done in like this last couple of minutes as I'm talking, but as usual, thanks for coming. I really appreciate that you guys make the time to like attend on like a Sunday morning, since it is quite like, I think it's quite early for a Sunday morning, and I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys will have a really nice day, a really nice week. Hopefully Halloween's gonna be pretty fun. We all get to go outside this time, so the stream started at 4 p.m. so yeah. Regardless, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you know, I hope your day goes really well, and yeah. I'll probably just do a little bit more and then head off, so see you guys next Sunday or Friday. Hopefully I can smooth out these edges as well. Hey, goodbye.